And joining me now is David Hawkins. He's the editor of the Fulcrum here in Washington, D.C. And David, as we enter another week of the Senate trial of the impeachment of President Trump, a lot of Americans are seeing Chief Justice John Roberts for the first time. A lot of us haven't even seen him since his confirmation almost, what was that, 15 years ago. So what is his role in all this?
So the Constitution the Constitution itself doesn't prescribe too many rules about the impeachment trial, and this is basically the only one, which is the Chief Justice shall preside. Now, so this is only the third impeachment trial. Roberts, is following on more the model of Justice Rehnquist, Chief Justice Rehnquist, who presided at the Clinton impeachment trial and who kind of said from the outset, I'm not doing much. This is not like a regular criminal trial. The basic one-sentence rule at a criminal trial is the jury is the judge of the facts, the judge is the judge of the law. What Rehnquist said is, you, the senators, are both things. You get to decide the facts and the law. I'm just here to kind of be the referee in case something really goes wrong. And he hasn't done much. He's really only spoken one time.
Yeah, and doesn't he presumably have a day job? Like, how does he balance this with running the Supreme Court?
He does have a day job. And last week was a pretty tough had one really, really tough day for Justice Roberts. The night after the first really long night of the trial, he had oral arguments the next day on one of the big landmark cases. It's about school choice. But the Supreme Court doesn't hear those oral arguments every day. And in fact, that was the last oral argument for a couple of weeks. So now the Chief Justice kind of has his time to himself. He and his clerks can meet. He can write opinions. He can talk to the other justices. But there's no hard and fast sort of public appearance thing that he's got to do probably until after the trial is over, unless there are witnesses, and then this trial could last quite a while until after there are more oral arguments.
Right, and he will play a little bit more of an active role when they get to the questioning, right?
It'll look active, but it's not too active because these are.
He just reads the questions.
He reads and the questions are scripted.
Yeah,
it's a whole pretty scripted thing.
Okay.
Generally, these questions, if the Clinton trial is any precedent, these questions are scripted in advance. Senators literally take a piece of paper, hand it to the Chief Justice. He reads the question. Okay. It's a formulaic thing.
Okay, very interesting. All right, David, thank you so much for breaking this down. That's the next thing to watch for this week in the impeachment trial. For more stories like these, you can check out the Fulcrum at thefulcrum.us.